Alright guys, Mark from Systematic Soldiers here, and today I've got some Battlefield 3 gameplay up for you. So, I've got a special guest with me today, his name's Cal.
Hello, this is Cal from the Systematic Soldiers. I've only recently joined, so don't do too harsh on me.
Yeah, so today we're actually going to talk about Battlefield 3 versus CoD, and your thoughts on it, so you can leave some comments below if you want. But what really strikes me the most about Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty is that Call of Duty's literally just gone to shit now. It sucks completely because of all the new weapons in Modern Warfare 3 and the way that they're like completely overpowered. But I mean, you can say the same for Battlefield 3 with the USAS and other guns like I forgot what it's called, the AS Val.
Yeah, it seems as if on CoD guns are a lot more powerful and they're a lot more accurate. And I think if you want a real life shooter, then you should go for Battlefield over CoD. But if you really want something that's, just for the pure fun of it, I recommend CoD over Battlefield because it seems just a lot more fluent with the gameplay than Battlefield.
I think the one thing I actually like the most about Battlefield 3 is the way that you've got all the vehicles in it and stuff like that. I mean, it's just a better CoD, to be honest. They might as well, and that's what you can call it. It's just a better Call of Duty because there's no perks to ruin the game. Stuff like that. I mean, you've got the thing like the cover, the sprint, the extra ammo, but that doesn't really change the game too much. I mean, you can have, it's really with Battlefield 3, it really does show the skill in a player, and with Call of Duty, you can just get somebody off the street, tell them to play it, and they'll be good in like 2 seconds. With Battlefield 3, you've got to do that repetitive gameplay to get really good, and once you're good, you'll keep good. You'll have your bad games and stuff, but overall, I think it's just a better game.
Yeah, I play Modern Warfare 2 mostly for the sniping. I do like sniping, it's probably my favourite thing to do. And on Battlefield I find myself playing it and I can't really get used to it. It seems as if the snipers are a lot less powerful. And as I said before, it's a lot more realistic, and I like that in a way, but if you really just want to play sniping for the fun of it, and trick shots just really don't exist on Battlefield at all. But you can understand why if it's more of a realistic shooter. But I like Call of Duty because you can go around and you just generally have fun. But the only thing that I don't like about CoD is, I'm sure most people will agree, hit markers. There's quite a few problems I have with hit markers, because one of the things that I've been speaking about was that the Barrett 50 cal, I think the bullets are practically about as big as my head. But if you shoot someone in the chest, they're fine and they can run off and kill you, and they're fine within about 3 minutes. So, but with Battlefield, your health stays down for a while and then you regenerate it. So, I like Battlefield, but I also like Call of Duty. I can't really describe the differences between them, but I like them both for the different individual styles of gameplay.
To be honest, I reckon that's the only reason why Call of Duty is going to stay alive, is because of the trick shotting, quick scoping. That's the only reason. It's not because it's like a significantly good game. I mean, like, if you want to buy a good game, you might as well go buy games like, as I said before, Battlefield 3. The campaign for Battlefield 3 is just shocking. I mean, it's worse than CoD. It's like, typical storyline, Russians versus America.
I've never actually tried the Battlefield 3 campaign just yet. I'm willing to try it, but I've heard quite a few people that it's actually not that good. And I quite like the CoD campaigns. I don't particularly like Modern Warfare 3 that much. Modern Warfare 2 is probably my favourite game, and Black Ops, it was okay. I like the zombies aspect of Black Ops, but I don't really particularly like the gameplay modes on it, and it seems as if there's quite a lot of no offense if you are a Black Ops player, but there seems to be a lot of people who really go around try-harding on Black Ops and really trying to make the opposition feel as little as possible. But on Modern Warfare 2 it seems as if that you just go around playing for the pure point of getting kills, and Black Ops is a lot more objective based, and players go on it to play more objective and tactical approaches. Whereas in Modern Warfare 2 you can run in and get a nuke within a few seconds, and noob tubes are overpowered, equipment's overpowered, sniper rifles are overpowered. There's a lot of things that are overpowered with it.
I think that's what you can say about Black Ops. Black Ops is more suited to like Major League Gaming, but I mean, like, you can still it's still, you know, you've got the weapon balance on Black Ops is, you know, it's slightly better than Modern Warfare 2. Some of you know that the Galil, for example, and like FAMAS, they used to be completely overpowered. I mean, I haven't played it after the patch because I just got bored of the game, to be honest, because for that same reason, like when you're playing against people who are really good, and you know, you're not, you know, you for example, you're not, you know, that much of a bad player, and you play against these people, you're gonna struggle. I mean, there's no way you can possibly win.
Yeah. My favourite probably weaponry type for not tryharding, like obviously sniping, quick scoping and trick shotting and all that. I'm not very good at trick shotting, but my general favourite type of class is submachine guns, because the close range guns and the fun to use and the general attachments for them are nice. The way that you can get suppressor, red dot sights, all the stuff like that. But the thing I like about submachine guns is they're close quarters, but mostly on they are actually long range if you burst fire them, which is one advantage of them, because I think assault rifles are mainly for long range, but they're weaker at range, whereas submachine guns, they seem to be just as powerful as range, but harder to use. Me and Mark and Matty, also joining of the Systematic Soldiers, were having a debate about if bullets ricochet on Call of Duty. We weren't quite sure, and we had like a big long debate about that, but I think the end of all result was that they can't actually ricochet. But there was quite a few cases, if you want to type in on YouTube, of bullet ricochet. There have been quite a lot of cases where it seems as if the bullets have ricocheted. So I going back to the debate between Modern Warfare 2 and Battlefield, I particularly like Battlefield because it's quite a fun game to play, but it's also hard and it challenges you, because you can't just sit off in a corner with a sniper rifle sniping everyone you see and going on big feeds like that people seem to do, like part of Optic and Phase. People seem to be like getting clips of them going on feeds, but with Battlefield it seems as if you have to put in a lot more effort just to get a couple of kills, more than put in a lot of effort to get about 6 or 7 kills. And I've saw videos of nukes within a minute of the game, which I don't think is very fair on the other players. There's kill streaks which are ridiculously overpowered. I mean, I know there's a few things that people can do. If there's no one to take down chopper gunners, and they've got the Harrier already, and they're onto their chopper gunner on a map like Wasteland, they're practically unstoppable. There's no cover. The weapon on the chopper gunner is overpowered. It's just spawn trapping, and you can just easily get your nuke within about up to 2 minutes of the game if you're a good player, and you don't even have to be a particularly good player because of like things like, as I said, noob tubing, cross map, and
I mean, the worst is the sound the chopper gun makes, like ba-dum 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 ba-dum. It's so retarded. I mean, it's good when you have a chopper gunner, but when you're against it, I mean, it's not fun at all, to be honest.
Yeah, it seems with ground war games, if you're going for a nuke, I found that I've had about 4 nukes on Modern Warfare 2 now, mostly using assault rifles, and I find the best way to get a nuke is to noob tube up to get all 4 noob tubes out of the way, get your Harrier on, and when you're in your just basically once you've got a 7 streak, just go around looking for a 7 streak, find a good place to camp, maybe have one-man army on, change it to a cold-blooded class, lie down in a corner maybe, and then it might seem like camping and letting your kill streaks do all the work, but if you're really just going for a nuke, then the best way to do it is just to let your kill streaks do all the work, because if you're not moving, then there's no threat of you chancing to get killed. Plus, if you've got cold-blooded on ground wars, it seems UAVs are very common in ground war because they're only a 3 kill streak, and in some cases they can even be 2 kill streaks with hardline perks, and people can jump off really high buildings and get to you with commando perks, and I like the Modern Warfare 3 and 2 perks, but it seems as if that they help the player too much, whereas Battlefield, the perks don't really help you, and it's more of a real life war based scenario where you've got your parachute and your chopper gunner, but you don't have to, not chopper gunner, sorry, just a general.
Well, it is kind of like a chopper gunner, you could say, because it's got, the heat seeking missiles and stuff like that. But that's, I think, going back on the Modern Warfare 3 versus like Battlefield 3 topic, I think the thing that differentiates the games is, well, for me the most is weapon customization, because on Battlefield you can just go with like complete like weird loadouts. Like you can have a sniper rifle scope on your shotgun and put a 12 gram slug in there. Sorry, I think it's like 20 grams, something like that. But still, I mean, like with the shotgun, for example, I put the frag round in it, and it's just amazing for clearing out rooms and stuff like that. And as well, kill streaks, no kill streaks on Battlefield. And
That's
to be honest,
good thing in a way, isn't it? Really, though.
yeah, because that's the only reason why like people play like Call of Duty games, like to get the kill streaks, not to like work as a team and absolutely own it up on the battlefield. But it's just kind of like with Battlefield, it's like if you want to do good, you have to work as a team. There's no like one man carrying it. It's just you've got to work well.
Battlefield, I've said this quite a lot of times in this commentary, but it seems to be a lot harder in the way that, in the respect that flying your chopper. The first time I got in a chopper, I was expecting it to be easy on Battlefield, but it's really not. I remember I went up, turned my chopper turned upside down, fell towards the ground, and blew up, and then I couldn't even turn the jets. I really had trouble with it. I'm starting to get a lot better at it now. I think I'm level 9 or 10 on Battlefield, maybe even less, but it takes a lot more skill and teamwork to get up to a higher level in Battlefield.
I mean, the thing I really like most about Battlefield, which impressed me, is the feel of the weapons. I mean, like the AEK is just a beautiful weapon. I mean, I love it because of the sound it makes, how it feels. And it's, with me, if you're gonna get a kill with the AEK from like a long range, it takes about, I'd say anywhere between 4 to 10 bullets. But like if you're using like the PP19 on Call of Duty, you're two bullets to the chest. From that range, you're dead. It's like this is what I mean. Like the balance of the weapons in Battlefield 3 is much better than the balance of the weapons in Modern Warfare 3 or like any other Call of Duty game. And the one downside to Battlefield 3 is if you're on PC and you go on Metro 64-player Conquest. Now, most of you will understand me when I say the usual nades, man, because everybody's throwing grenades, and that's where the game does get ruined at times, and base raping as well. People can just go to your base and absolutely own you, unlike Call of Duty where you just get like random spawn and stuff like that. But I mean, it happens the same as well. Yeah,
as you probably know, Mark's a PC gamer. I am actually an Xbox gamer, but I quite like PC. It seems to be a lot more tactics based. And I like Xbox. It is a good type of game. Yeah, it is. And the thing is, I think about Battlefield and Modern Warfare 2 sniping is that the fun people seem to find with Modern Warfare 2 is that you can get camos if you get headshots, which I think. If you've got a good camo such as Fall or Red Tiger, it proves that you're a skilled sniper and you're a skilled marksman. But the thing is that's kind of ruined Modern Warfare 2 and any other game, I'm sure you'll agree with me, is tactical insertions, cold-blooded, ninja. You're getting where I'm going with this. There is quite a substantial amount of boosters in Modern Warfare 2 where you can cheat to get your camos. But with Battlefield, I think that there's just really no way of cheating and you can still get the same enjoyment, because from killing you can unlock camos, which is what I like about it. Plus you can unlock more powerful guns, better attachments, laser dots, more powerful bullets, torches, quite a lot of equipment to unlock with your guns, whereas on Call of Duty it just seems as long a generally easier game to play.
I mean, the reason why I still play like Call of Duty and stuff is because it's an arcadey shooter. I mean, I think that's why it's gonna like keep alive. It's a good game when you're winning. When you're losing, it's not a good game, and that's like with any game. You can say if you're losing, it's not so good. If you're winning, it's brilliant. But I mean, when I was playing Modern Warfare 3, I noticed that some people had this death streak where they blew up afterwards, like a javelin on them or something. I remember doing that glitch in Modern Warfare 2 where you'd get your javelin out and then you'd do the javelin glitch where whenever you died you blew up and then you got some kills. But I think that's just ruined the game, where if you die on Call of Duty they reward you, while if you die on Battlefield there's no reward, there's just a couple of points for getting a comeback. and that's. I mean, I think that's where like loads of games differentiate, and like their approach to like what you do when you die, what happens to you when you're winning and doing good.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that's the main difference why Call of Duty Call of Duty and Battlefield 3 like argued against like loads, because loads of people are like Battlefield 3 fans and like the way there's no kill streaks and stuff like that. While other people with like Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2, will keep liking that game because it's fairly fast paced as well, and the way it's an arcadey shooter, you have more fun and stuff like that. But if you've got a team on Battlefield 3, you can have just as much fun as playing by yourself on Call of Duty and doing amazing.
Yeah, I'm just talking about snipers again, but I quite like it the way that when you play Battlefield you unlock better snipers and better classes. For example, I think there's an L98, I think it is, or something.
L96 there or something.
I think yeah. There's an SV98, and there's also
the M98B as well. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 types of snipers, and people have debates about which one's better. I saw some guy commenting on his YouTube videos, and that he said he was comparing the snipers, and he said which one was generally better in his opinion. But yeah, there's quite a lot of things that differentiate in Battlefield compared to Modern Warfare 2. I like them both, but it's really down to your opinion. You should try them both. They're really good games.
And to be honest, I think if you want, you should get like, if there's a demo for Modern Warfare 3, you should try Battlefield 3 out. But this has pretty much been it for today, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed Calm as a guest.
Yeah, thanks guys.
And we'll see you next episode. Bye.